and technology. Let's start with first question. In 1774, a British clergyman named Joseph Priestley conducted an experiment in which he focused sun rays on a tube containing mercuric oxide. This produced a gas which he noticed made candles burn brighter. Okay, the gas which is made in this process, they made candle burn brighter, thus discovering a gas which is very essence of life. Which gas was it? Look at the kids here. Two hints given in the questions. First one is the made candle burn brighter. For burning, which gas is used? That is oxygen, which can, in the absence of oxygen, the candle cannot burn. And second hint is essence of life. Essence of life, which gas is essence of life? That is oxygen, which is essential for life. So option C is right answer here. Okay, option A, carbon dioxide, that is used for photosynthesis by plant. Okay, in photosynthesis plant use this gas. Okay, or if we can say that it is human or any living being in breathing, they exhale carbon dioxide. Nitrogen is essential for leguminous plants. They use nitrogen in the form of nitrites. Okay, leguminous plant family use the nitrogen in the form of nitrates. Helium gas is used for helium gas is very light and it is inert gas, so that it is used in balloons. Okay, they can fly in the sky, hot air balloons. Okay, even it is used in diving apparatus also. Okay, because that is very light in the weight, so that it can be easily, it cannot be sink, so that it can be the apparatus can be float easily. Okay, but for right answer for essential of life is option C here. Next question is, when an egg is boiled, the liquid part solidifies. This is an example of liquid part change to solid. Okay, in an egg, actually liquid part is white. Okay, white proteinous part. When we boil it, that it change into solid. Okay, this change is known as chemical change, because we cannot again change this solid into liquid. Okay, if the egg is boiled and the liquid part is changed into solid part, it cannot be changed again into liquid. So this type of change is known as chemical change. Okay, in which the state of the matter cannot be changed, and because their molecular arrangement has been completely changed. Okay, but physical change is the change like water change into steam, and steam again change into water change into ice, and ice change into water. That is known as physical change. They can be change their states vice versa. Okay, both A and B wrong. None of this is wrong, because this is completely a chemical change. Option B is right answer here. Next is, water boil at a low temperature on the hills, because look the kids, on the hills, actually boiling of water, it is totally depends on the atmospheric pressure. Okay, atmospheric pressure directly proportional to the boiling. Okay, on the hills atmospheric pressure is the low. Okay, so that but on the sea level it is high. It means on the land area the atmospheric pressure is high, but when we go up to the hills, the atmospheric pressure get low. Okay, if atmospheric pressure is low, it means that the molecule require less energy to change into gaseous state. Okay, so that water can be easily boiled. It means when we goes up, then water will boil easily at lower temperature. But if we talking about sea level or ground level, then atmospheric pressure is high, so that they need high temperature for boiling. Okay, so if I'm talking about the option A, temperature is high on the hills, no, this is wrong. temperature is actually low on the hills because there's cool region or there's cold. There is more oxygen on the hills? No, there is less oxygen on the hill. There is less pollution on the hills? No, this is not the reason. Right answer is here. There is less air pressure, atmospheric pressure or air pressure on the hills. That's why they need low temperature for boiling. Okay, their molecule need less energy for boiling. Less energy means at low temperature they can easily boil. So option D is right answer here. Next is, what is a term given to matter in the middle layer of the earth, which is liquid and hot. Okay, middle layer of earth which is liquid and hot and escape through crack in the on the surface. Okay, we all know that is magma. Option C is right answer here. If I am talking about soil, that is the layer of earth crust. Okay, and sema, that is also the layer of earth crust. Okay, but it is not a molten rock. So if I am talking about soil individually, that is a continental crust consists silica and aluminium. In silica, here we have silica plus aluminium. Okay, and combined soil is known as it is containing, if I am saying if it is containing, that is continental crust. Okay, but for sema, that is containing silica plus I think magnesium. Yes, magnesium. So we call it oceanic crust. Okay, oceanic crust. It contains oceanic crust, that is silica plus magnesium, and Cl is silica plus aluminium, but they both are the layer of earth crust. Okay, and magma is right answer here, which is the liquid and hot and escape through the cracks on the surface of earth. Fourth one is granite. Granite is actually a igneous rock. Okay, you have studied about the rocks in your SST. That is a igneous rock. When magma cool down, when this magma cool down, then this rock form. Okay, so right answer for this question 4 is option C only. Question 5 is, it is the India's first space-based solar mission to study the sun. This mission carried 7 payloads to observe the photosphere, chromosphere and outermost layer of the sun, called Corona. What is the name of this mission? This mission name is Aditya L1. Okay, option D is right answer here. Option A, Xpter, that is the India's first polarimetry mission. Okay, this is the India's first polarimetry mission. If I am talking about option B, that is Astrosat. Astrosat is actually Indian Astronomical Observatory that is launched in 2015. Okay, and third one is SpaceX. This name is not occur in the any solar mission, but right answer for our question is option D, Aditya L1. Next question is, this is a natural luminous phenomena that occur in the sky when the charged particle come from the sun and interacted with the earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. It appear at the north and south pole in the various beautiful color. What is the name of this phenomena that occur at the north pole? Okay, the phenomena which is occur at north pole, that is known as aurora borealis. Option D is right answer here. Okay, if I am talking about first option, that is spectrum, look at this picture. This is the picture of spectrum. Spectrum is actually a continuous band of related things like colors, okay, like wave or frequency, okay, like measurement in wavelength. That is a continuous band of related things. Okay, this is known as spectrum. So this option B, rainbow. Rainbow, we all know that rainbow is a optical phenomena caused by refraction and dispersion of light. This is the refraction and dispersion of light. Okay, that is the result of a rain. We can see the rainbow just after rain because the water droplets of the rain do this phenomena, okay, with the sunlight. That phenomena is refraction and dispersion. Option C is aurora australis. Actually, this is a natural light display in the southern hemisphere caused by interaction of charged solar particle with earth magnetic field. Okay, then this phenomena happened, that is called aurora australis. This happen on the south pole. Okay, southern phenomena, that is known as. Or what we are talking about, the aurora borealis in this question, that happens on the north pole. We already talked about this. This happened on the north pole. Okay, if you want to say the colored picture of this aurora borealis, let me show you. This is the aurora borealis. For north pole phenomena is aurora borealis. Option D is right answer here. Question 7 is dry ice is used primarily as a cooling agent. It is cooler than the usual ice made from frozen water and it does not leave any residue. What is its chemical composition? Its chemical composition is carbon dioxide. Option B is right answer here. Question 8 is the first successful nuclear test was conducted by India under the code name of Operation Smiling Buddha in the year 1974 and the date was May 18 for this mission. Okay, where was it conducted? It was conducted in the Pokhran. Option B is right answer here. This mission was also known as Pokhran first mission because in India there is only 2 nuclear mission was held and that was Pokhran 1 and the Pokhran 2. Okay, there's only 2 nuclear tests were held. Pokhran first was held in the May 18, 1974 and second was held in 1998. Okay, and Pokhran second mission was known as Shakti, as first was known as Smiling Buddha and second was known as Shakti. Okay, if I'm talking about option A, Sriharikota is the place where ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, has been established. Okay. In Bengaluru, there is no nuclear test has been happened. In Mahendragiri, there is no nuclear test will be happened. Okay, so option B is right answer here. Next question is whooping cough is caused by? It is caused by bacteria. Option A is right answer here. If I am talking about virus caused diseases are HIV, corona, and that is flu, common flu. Okay, that is all caused by virus. Actually, they are the spreadable disease. Okay, they can be spread easily. Okay, they can be spread easily by coming in the contact. Fungi is the infectious disease. Actually, they cause skin infections like ringworm. Okay, that is caused by fungi. Protozoa is the by protozoan we can cause, that is malaria. These can be caused by protozoa. Okay, but for whooping cough, right answer is bacteria. Question 10 is XPOSAT is a space-based India's first dedicated polarimetry mission to study X-ray polarization from bright cosmic source. Option D is right answer here. If I am talking about option A, heat from the stars, there is Aditya L1. Okay, basically it is established for the check the heat or rays from the detected the rays from the sun. Okay, so sun is also a star. That's why we can count heat from stars, Aditya L1. Heat released from the sun. For heat released from the sun, there is the same Aditya L1. We can study the heat released from the sun is Aditya L1. Okay. For X-ray polarization from the moon, there is not any mission detected for the X-ray polarization from the moon. There is the mission detected for the X-ray polarization from bright cosmic source. Okay, that is polarimetry mission. So option D is right answer here. Next question is sportsmen use shoes with spikes because these are designed to enhance grip. Okay, for not smoothness. Okay. For increase, frictional force. Okay, to increase friction force, they use spike shoes. Okay, so for option A, increase smoothness and sportsmen can have more fun. No, they cannot increase smoothness. Actually, they increase grip. Option B, increase the traction between the shoes and ground. This is right answer here. They increase the track between the shoes and ground. Okay, that is actually fractional force. They create more friction with the ground, so sports person cannot slip easily. Okay, so option B is right answer here. C, decrease the gravitational force between sportsman and floor. No, they actually not decrease, they maintain or increase. Okay, the frictional force, actually not gravitational force, they increase the frictional force. Okay, so right answer here is only B. Next is baking soda or sodium bicarbonate is a versatile compound. Which of the following represent the chemical property of baking soda? Baking soda, we use it in the kitchen. Okay, A, bubble up when mixed with vinegar. This is right. B, allow dough to rise while baking. Yes, many bakers use baking soda actually for rising their dough. Okay, for for samosa, for bhatura and many other dishes. Neutralize udder. Yes, it is used for neutralize udder. In the kitchen we use it for neutralize udder of milk. If milk is smelling like a sour smelling, then we use baking soda in it, then it's udder gone. Okay, so all of these are the right answer here. Next is, look at the given picture. Which of the following best classify the type of rock shown in the picture? Look at this picture. In this rock you can see a particular lines. Okay, this is the rock with particular lines or layers. You can see this design. Okay, this type of rocks are known as sedimentary rocks. Okay, they have lines or layers. If I am talking about first one, igneous rocks are hard. Okay, and they do not have any layer. They are like graphite. These are known as igneous rocks. If I am talking about metamorphic rock, they does not have layer if they are foliated. Okay, if they are not foliated, then they have simple layeric designs like in marble, in slates. Okay, so if I am showing you this is the picture of igneous rock. Okay, if I am showing a picture of metamorphic force, you can say that this is a picture of a marble. Okay, if it is foliated, then they do not have any layer, but if it is not foliated, then they have this type of designs. Okay, that is marble. If I am talking about volcanic rock actually, that is a pore like, they have pore like opening on the surface like this. This is a volcanic rock. Okay, why they have pores? Because the gas emerge or eject from these pores, so they leave the pores on the surface. They are known as volcanic rocks. Okay, but for this picture, right answer here is sedimentary rock. Next is, which kind of waves are used in sonography? In sonography, yes, sound waves are used. Option A is right answer here. Radio waves are used for MRI. Light waves are used for laser cameras. Okay, and in screens or in remote controls we use light waves. Okay, in remote controls on the screens for laser cameras we use light waves. Infrared waves are used for grilling or convection ovens, toasters. Okay, they are equipments use infrared waves. Okay, but for sonography we use option A, sound waves. Next question is, who was credited to the discovery of X-ray? Discovery of X-ray, that is credited to the W.C. Wrongton. Option A is right answer here. Albert Einstein, he gave this theory of relativity, and most famous equation is given by Einstein, that is E is equal to mc square. Okay, option C, James Clerk Maxwell, that is the person who studied or who has invented electromagnetic radiations. And fourth one is Enrico Fermi. Actually, he is the creator of world's first artificial nuclear reactor. Enrico Fermi, 4 words. Okay, but right answer for the X-ray is W.C. Wrongton. Next question is, He was a naturalist and geologist. Best known for his contribution to the science of the evolution, he wrote the book on the origin of species. Who was this? This was Charles Darwin. Option B is right answer here. If I am talking about first one, Louis Pasteur, that is a microbiologist. It was a microbiologist and he invented the process of pasteurization. Okay, and after his name, the process name is also known as pasteurization. Option C is Sir Alexander Fleming. He was also a microbiologist. Okay, but he was known for world's first antibiotic substance invention, that is penicillin, invented by Alexander Fleming. That was the first antibiotic substance invented in the world. Okay, option D, Stephen Hawking. He was a cosmologist. Okay, and what he invented? Actually, he invented the theory of black hole, which is revealed the emit of radiation, that is given by the Stephen Hawking. But right answer for origin of species is Charles Darwin. Next is, he was an English physicist whose most notable achievements were in the precise measurement of time and the determination of the speed of light. He was the first to determine the speed of light using a laboratory apparatus. Okay, identify him. He was Louis Aston. Option B is right answer here. If I am talking about option A, Isaac Newton, he discovered the law of gravity and motion. Okay, law of gravity and motion. Okay, if I am talking about option C, B. Holt, so option B is right answer here. Question 18 is, a weather map shows information about atmospheric pressure and weather forms. Which type of earth scientist works on developing and interpreting weather maps? That is, yes, that is known as meteorologist. Option C is right answer here. Geologists study about the earth and structure of its structure and its history. Okay, its structure and its history, earth structure and earth history, they are known as geologists. If I am talking about astronomers, astronomers study about the celestial objects like planets, moon, galaxies, stars. They study about these objects. Okay, they are known as astronomers. If I am talking about oceanographer, they studied the ocean and sea and their marine life. Okay, they studied about all these things. So right answer for what? For atmospheric pressure and weather fronts, that is meteorologist. Option C is right answer here. Next question is, Sir Isaac Newton was a physicist and mathematician who is widely recognized as one of the most influential scientists of all time and a key figure in the scientific revolution. Newton is a unit of measurement of force. Option D is right answer here. Time unit is the second, minute, day, years. If I am talking about distance, this is meter, centimeter, mile, kilometers. Okay, and many more units in the scientific way. Mass, for mass, gram, kilogram, many units. But for Newton, that is the force. Option D is right answer here. Next is, Shobit observed the moon which looked like as shown in the picture. Approximately how long will it be before Shobit sees the moon in the same phase again? Moon's same phase will appear in the 1 month. Okay, so option B is right answer here. We know the moon's phases, okay, that actually take 28 days for reappearing, or we can say 1 month. Okay, so option B is right answer here. In context the computer, what can be the use of cookies? Use of cookie for maintaining information, right? For run a program, we do not use cookies. Actually, for run a program, we use window plus R. That is a command for run a program. For deliver a virus, we do not use cooking. Delivering of virus, people can use mail, people can use USB, or they can use a link. Via link they can deliver the viruses. So for cookies only maintain information is right answer. Option B is right answer only. Next is select the incorrect match. Option A, Thomson Edison for thermionic emission, right. Marie Curie for polonium, right. J.J. Thomson for neutron, no. He invented electron, okay. And the famous plum pudding model was given by J.J. Thomson. The plum pudding model is also known as Thomson model, okay. Enrico Fermi, nuclear reactor, this is also correct. So incorrect match is option C only. Next question is identify the correct statement regarding first, second and third. Let's check. First one is astronomical unit. Astronomical unit is the unit of distance, okay. But distance of what? This is the unit for distance measuring between the earth and sun. EARTH, earth and sun measurement can be done by this AU unit. The astronomical unit is also known as AU. Option second here is a parsec. Parsec is also a distance unit, okay, and it measures the distance of the light actually travel in the vacuum. That is the distance measured by the parsec. 1 parsec is equal to, if I am talking about 1 parsec, that is equal to the 3.26 light year, okay, light years. Light year is also the measurement of the distance, okay, and that is the light travel in a vacuum, okay. So option A is 1 is used to express the age of stars. No, this is for the distance, not for the age. For age of the stars we use years or billion years, okay. This is the unit of age of the stars. Second is so this is wrong. Second refer to the distance from the sun to earth orbit, that is parsec. No, that is AU. For sun to earth we use AU because parsec is the very small unit, okay, for this distance. So AU is the correct unit for this distance. So this is also wrong statement. Third one is refer to the distance traveled by light in 1 second. Light in 1 second, there is the unit for is the light second, okay. Light second. Light year is the much more big unit for this small distance, okay. So this one is also wrong statement. So none of this is the correct answer here. Next is article made from the metal X develop a flaky reddish brown color on exposure to moist air, while article made from metal Y develop a greenish layer. X develop reddish brown layer and Y develop greenish layer when they expose on the moist air. Metal X and Y are respectively. If there is air is moist, it means there is oxygen is present and plus water is also present in the air, okay. Moist means water is also present. So A for gold and silver. Gold and silver, if they are pure, they do not react with the oxygen, okay. B copper and silver. Silver does not react with the oxygen. C iron and copper. Iron react with the moist air and do rusting. Rusting means a reddish brown layer occur on the surface of the iron, that is called rusting process, okay. And copper, yes, by the process of patina, that is also make a greenish layer on the surface of the copper by the oxidation of moist air, okay. So this is right answer here, that copper make green layer and iron make reddish brown layer. Silver iron, silver does not react, so option C is right answer only. Next is look at the given picture showing 4 forces, okay, PQRS of a flight. What does PQRS stand for? Let's check. P is lift, okay, and Q is thrust, and R is weight, and S is drag. Do you know what is the meaning of all these forces? Let me tell you, okay. P is the force that is developed by actually that is directed aircraft upward direction, Okay, this is the lift force which direct aircraft in the upward direction. If I am talking about thrust, thrust is actually a force that is directly forward the aircraft. Okay, this is also known as propulsion force. Okay, that is thrust, which represent propulsion. R is the weight, and weight, that is the force downward. Okay, aircraft weight apply the force downward. Okay, that represent the gravitational pull. Okay, gravitational pull, that is the weight. And S is drag. Actually, drag is the force opposite to the motion, opposite to the forward motion, that is a force drag. Okay, and this is also known as resistance for the motion of aircraft. Okay, so these all force are applied by the aircraft when it fly. Okay, so option D is right answer here. So kids, here we learn about the chapter Science and Technology. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel KVS Coach. Don't forget to press bell icon to get notification for each new video. Thank you and bye bye.